Have you ever wondered how the entire world ended up fighting the deadliest war in human history? It didn't happen overnight. In fact, the story begins almost 20 years before the first shots of World War II were even fired. We have to look back at the bitter end of World War I. The year is 1919. A shattered Europe signs the Treaty of Versailles. Germany is financially crushed, stripped of land, and deeply humiliated. Out of this economic ruin and anger, radical leaders promised a return to glory. By the 1930s, Adolf Hitler takes absolute power in Germany, while Benito Mussolini takes control of Italy. Together with a highly militarized Japan, they form the Axis powers. The stage is set, the dominoes are lined up. And on September 1st, 1939, Hitler pushes the first one. Germany unleashes Blitzkrieg, lightning war. It's a terrifyingly fast, coordinated attack using tanks, infantry, and roaring fighter jets to overwhelm the enemy before they even know what hit them. Poland falls in weeks, then Denmark, Norway, Belgium, and the Netherlands. By the summer of 1940, France collapses. Britain stands entirely alone, facing relentless nightly bombings from the German Luftwaffe. But Hitler gets greedy. In June 1941, he breaks his pact with the Soviet Union and launches the largest land invasion in history, Operation Barbarossa. Over 3 million Axis soldiers pour into Russia. It looks like an unstoppable victory, until they hit the brutal, unforgiving Soviet winter. The German advance freezes in its tracks. Meanwhile, on the other side of the planet, Japan wants to dominate Asia. Standing in their way is the United States Pacific Fleet. On December 7, 1941, Japan launches a surprise air attack on Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. It is a massive gamble, and it backfires completely. The next day, the United States officially enters the war. The conflict is no longer just European, it is truly global. Now, the Allied powers, led by Britain's Winston Churchill, the US's Franklin D. Roosevelt, and the Soviet Union's Joseph Stalin, unite. The industrial might of America turns into the arsenal of democracy, churning out planes, tanks, and ships at a speed the world has never seen before. The tide is about to turn. The year is 1942, and the Axis powers hit their absolute limits. In the grueling Battle of Stalingrad, the Soviets force an entire German army to surrender. In North Africa, the Allies push the Axis out. Then comes June 6, 1944. D-Day, the largest amphibious invasion in history. Over 150,000 Allied troops storm the beaches of Normandy, France. They punch a hole through Hitler's Atlantic Wall and begin the grueling march toward Berlin. Caught in a deadly vice grip between the Americans and British moving from the west and the unstoppable Soviet army charging from the east, Germany is crushed. In May 1945, Hitler takes his own life and Germany surrenders. But the war in the Pacific isn't over. Facing a bloody invasion of the Japanese mainland, the United States makes a terrifying decision. They deploy a secret weapon. In August 1945, atomic bombs are dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The destruction is absolute. Japan surrenders. World War II is finally over. 6 years of fighting. Over 70 million lives lost. Empires collapsed. And the global map was completely rewritten, giving birth to the modern world we live in today. History isn't just a list of dates, it's the story of how we got here. If you want to keep exploring the turning points that shaped our world, hit that subscribe button. This is Curated Chronicles, and the next story is already on the way.